Hello everybody, this is Theunnecessaryninja, and I'm bringing you a new series I'm going to start called Pickups of the Week. And this is basically fantasy football tips. So I find somebody that is relatively unowned and that did good that some people might not have seen and that you could find useful on your fantasy team. And I'm playing Madden in the background. I'm going to be starring Alshon Jeffery, which is a wide receiver for Chicago. He is absolute beast, and he is one of my pickups of the week. This past week, he had 218 yards for, I think, a touchdown or two. So, no, 2 touchdowns, I'm pretty sure. He had over 40 points in our league, just sitting out there, just not even owned. So that's one of them. But anyways, guys, this is not. I'm not always gonna make the right call. I'm not always gonna make the wrong call. I'm just giving you what I think you should probably get. So anyways, let's get off to it. We're using this guy right here. This is our first guy, Alshon Jeffery. In the past 2 weeks, at least in my league, he might not have gone unnoticed, but he's done pretty well. Week 3, he got like an average of like 10 in leagues. Then week 4, he got like around 30 to 25, depending on the league. And this week, like I said, he got somewhere around 40 in most leagues. So he just keeps getting better and better, his points-wise. He just keeps going up. And the thing is, they have to cover Brandon Marshall, so he lately has been like being left open. So he is definitely a good pickup because they have to cover their star player Brandon Marshall, and I mean this just leaves this beast of a football player open. And he's only owned in about 70% of leagues, so if he's in your league, you should probably grab him. He's a great pick, especially for playing the Giants next week, who have been horrible so far. So, anyways, that's my first guy. His name is Alshon Jeffery. He plays for Chicago, and he's a wide receiver, so definitely go check him out. Had beast last week. So, the next guy that I kind of want to point out is, I don't know, Justin Blackmon. I don't know, it says M-O-N at the end of the name. So anyways, this guy just came back off of a 4-game suspension. He's only owned in 62% of leagues, and he got 28 points last week. He had 28 points last week. Or 28 to 30, depending on what league. Could be more, could be less. So about 25 to 30 in most leagues. And I didn't know he was this good. I mean, it's risky picking somebody on the Jacksonville Jaguars just because how bad their offense is if they get shut down. But this guy kind of looks promising. I mean, I heard he was coming back, and I didn't think he would do that good. But he got 136 yards and a touchdown. I mean, can't get much better than that. He got 30 points. I don't know if he'll do that good every week, like I said, because Jaguars have a really shaky offense, but even so, you might just want to pick him up and sit him on your bench just in case something happens. You could even play him in flex spot if you really wanted to. So that is another good pickup for this week. Finally, my third and, well, not my third and final. I'm going to do one more just to keep a lookout on. So, finally, my third guy is Stevan Ridley. Yeah, you know him. He plays for New England, and he's the running back. And recently, like in the beginning of the season, he fumbled a couple times and then got hurt. So this guy is definitely underrated. Belichick is probably not happy with him because he fumbled a lot in the beginning of the year. But now that he's coming back, I mean, just pick him up and put him on your bench, guys. He's 90% owned, so he probably will be owned in most leagues. But if you can grab him, pick him up because if he does good, he can definitely be some trade bait. You can like trade him away if he does good. I mean, just pick him up and sit him on your bench is what I'm saying. He doesn't even have to be a starter. Just keep an eye out on him and stick with him. And by the way, Justin Blackmon plays for Jacksonville, and he's a wide receiver. I forgot to mention that. So anyways, My final guy that I'm just gonna give you to, oh wait, no, I have another guy. So, Kenbrell Thompson, if you don't know who he is, he also plays for New England. He looks to be a little bit banged up right now, and he had a bad week last week, but the weeks before, he had somewhere around 15 and 20 points, depending on the league. In the week 3, he had 15 to 20 points in leagues. In week 4, he had like 25 to 30. Last week, he only had about 4 or 5, depending on the league, but my theory is, with Gronk coming back next week, and so is Amendola coming back also. Well, he was back already, but he's going to be there. They're going to have to cover Amendola and Gronkowski, which may open him up for a long bomb, because I think Brady will still throw to Gronkowski a lot, but if you don't really have a solid wide receiver, you might want to pick Kenbrell up. He would probably get a good throw a game and like get a good touchdown or something like that, because they have to cover Edelman, and they have to cover Rob Gronkowski, who's coming back this week. And boy, am I excited. I've had him on my bench the whole start of the season. So anyways, I have one more person left, and I got some time. So I have one more person left. So Percy Harvin might have a familiar name for you, and I don't know, he kind of had a bad name for me, because bad connotation, because one time he was on somebody's team and he kept getting like migraines and wasn't able to play. But if you didn't know, last season he was an absolute terror. He was like really good last season. He had a ton of points last season. He was, I don't know, somebody had him. I was so jealous, because he had like 30 points almost every week. It was just insane. He was like thrown to all the time last year, but he did get injured, and the injury put him out for like, I don't know, the rest of the season. And if you look right now, he's still gonna be listed as out. This is not a pickup this week. This is just more to look at him and keep track of him and make sure you can get him. He got traded to Seattle. Again, that's Percy Harvin, the wide receiver for the Seattle Seahawks. He is out, but it would be a good idea to try to wait until he should be coming back around week 12 or something. So just if you don't really have a good one and you want to sit on him. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Next week, I'll have one out Monday or Tuesday, just in time for waivers. Subscribe if you like me, if you like the video, and I'm out.